January 31st, and the talk is live. Stefanie Powers is here. How the Heart to Heart star is being honored for making television history. Plus, why Stefanie has decided to live part of her life in Africa. Up next, television legend Stefanie Powers.
Welcome back to the talk. Our next guest is an Emmy-nominated actress and a television legend who you just may know is the adventurous Jennifer Hart on the hit show Heart to Heart. Please help us in welcoming Stefanie Powers.
Reception like that, I'll come
Welcome. So, Stefanie, the new PBS series, Pioneers of Television.
Yes, it makes me feel very old.
I was going to say, what does it feel like to be a pioneer of television?
Well, I like to think that I qualify only because, little did I know, but many years ago I did a television series called The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. It was a spin-off from a very successful show called The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And at the time, nobody even made me aware of this, but it was, in fact, the first opportunity that a woman had to star in an hour-long television series. Wow. So I guess that qualifies me, not because I have a Conestoga wagon and I make butter, you know.
Now, we talk about Heart to Heart for a second, because huge fan. I always wish that you two were having something going, because the chemistry was just amazing. Please tell me you guys liked each other, at least made out.
We did. We liked each other a great deal, but it's quite uncanny, because it's not always the case that because you know someone in private life that you have chemistry on screen.
Very true.
Yeah. And we were just really fortunate. Yeah. Everybody thought we were married in real life, and people would say, well, aren't you married? And we'd say, yes, but to other people.
And you never dated, nothing, because you were already married when you were.
Well, we were both involved, yes.
Right.
Very much involved.
And when you went out with your with your real spouse, were people like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, we were always, poor Jill always got mistaken for me, although we don't really look anything alike, but because we have red hair and all.
It is the hair thing, because you've both got great thick hair. So
red.
I think it was that.
And the love,
red girls.
Yes.
Great, yes.
But the only difference is mine's in a bottle, yours is natural.
the love of your life, right, was William Holden, who's a screen legend, and I want to know what made that relationship so special.
Oh gosh, well, you have to read the book.
Okay.
Actually,
let me start.
The book.
I'll start right now.
It's quite a long and involved story.
She can't tell her what to do.
She's
told me to read the book. Now, basically.
Carried on since William's death.
After Bill died, his two partners in Africa and I decided that we would carry on and build the education component to the wildlife conservation that was ongoing since the 1960s. I think it's important to remember that conservation and the whole concept of conservation was not in the popular lexicon until sometime in the 1970s. People never heard of it. They didn't think about it. Right. The idea that things were not always going to be there, or the renewable resource wasn't always ours to have and exploit, was simply not in our brains. And so he began conservation work in the 50s, in the 1950s, when people actually in the front lines, who were in those areas where they saw these extraordinary changes going on with flora and fauna, understood that it was evident that it was going to be upon us very shortly. So he began the first ever game ranch. They captured animals, they brought them there, they bred them. We continue to breed 37 species.
Where in Africa is it?
It's in Kenya.
Kenya. And do you spend much time there?
I'm a dual resident.
You are?
Oh, wow.
But it's nice to have you back on TV.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you miss it?
Well, I I spend a great deal of my life in the theater, in the musical theater. I just did a new production of Sunset Boulevard, the musical, which was very interesting because, of course, it was the iconic film that made Bill really a star, and I'm playing the Gloria Swanson role.
Oh, I'm what is it, Mr. DeMille? I'm ready for my...
That and Pioneers of Television.
Oh, dear. Listen.
I'm ready for the home.
No, you are not. You are not. And I want everyone to watch Pioneers of Television, and it airs tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on PBS, and also the book. It's fabulous. Read it. Extraordinary life you have led, and I want to thank you for being here with us today.
It's lovely to see you.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Up next, how to make healthy Super Bowl snacks.